Good morning, students of standard 11. Today we are going to discuss topic Thallophyta from chapter 2, biological classification. Thallophyta. These are the least developed plants of plant kingdom. Example, algae. Students, we know that in plant kingdom huge number of plants are there, but it is the Thallophyta which developed first among all the plants which are found on earth. So it is quite obvious that Thallophyta will be least developed plants of plant kingdom. Since you can find the example of Thallophyta, that is example algae. Now students, here you can see that there is an example of algae which is called as Chlamydomonas. This Chlamydomonas is a Thallophyta, and students, you can see here the papilla, the contractile vacuole, eye spot, cytoplasm, nucleus, chloroplast, which you can see here. Since this chloroplast which there remains present in the Thallophyta group is U-shaped or cup-shaped, and because of the presence of this chloroplast which you can see here, Chlamydomonas can synthesize its own food. So we can say that the Chlamydomonas is a plant. But students, it does not appear like a plant because it does not have root, stems and leaf. But even it is a plant because it is least developed. So that is why it does not have root, stem and leaves. Now students, here the another feature of a plant, which is the cell wall, also there remains present in the Chlamydomonas, which also supports that it is a plant. Furthermore, there is a pyrenoid which you can see here, actually is a circular structure which there remains present in the Chlamydomonas, which is also supposed to be reserves of food. There is presence of thalloid body, photosynthetic pigments even remain present in Thallophyta. So students, as I was saying, that Thallophyta is a plant, but it does not have root, stem and leaves. So here you can notice that it is a thalloid body. Because there is no root, stem or plant, so it is such a kind of plant which lacks these important parts of plant. And such condition is called as thalloid body, which you can see. Now because it is a plant, so obviously it should have the photosynthetic pigments in it, and due to which it would appear green. So students, this is another example which you can see here of Thallophyta, which is actually a Spirogyra. So this Spirogyra has presence of cell wall, you can see here. Even chloroplast is there. So the unique feature of this chloroplast present in the Spirogyra is that it is ribbon shaped. So students, you can clearly see here that the chloroplast of the Spirogyra is appearing like ribbon shaped. And besides that, you can also find here the large vacuole. You can see here the position of the large vacuole. Besides, nucleus, cytoplasm and pyrenoids also remains present. And students, this Spirogyra actually is a filamentous, that is appears like a filament, cylindrical structure. They are aquatic. Students, most of the algae are aquatic, that is they are found inside the water. So you can see here there are different levels at which you can find the different types of algae. At extreme bottom you can find the red algae. In the intermediate level you can find the green, brown algae. And here at the extreme superficial level you can find green and brown algae. So at different levels you can find different types of algae, but it is there which has to be understood that algae mostly remains present inside the water, which you can also see here. Now students, as we have to know that how many different types of algae remains present, so first among this is chlorophyceae. Since they are generally green in color, so we can call it they are green algae. Here this picture will help you to understand that this algae is appearing green. It is green because of presence of photosynthetic pigments, that is chlorophyll. And even from this picture you can see here it's least common and needs lots of light. As I have said, deep to bright green due to the presence of chlorophyll. Rhodophyceae. They are red algae. There is presence of chlorophyll D in it. Students, Rhodophyceae is algae which is generally red in color. That is why it is called as red algae. You can see here in this picture also the algae which has been considered is appearing in red. And the important chlorophyll which there remains present in Rhodophyceae is chlorophyll D. So other chlorophylls also remains present, but chlorophyll D remains present as an important feature of Rhodophyceae. Students, here also in this picture you can notice that it is unicellular, simple filamentous organisms. Besides chlorophyll D, even chlorophyll A remains present, and cell wall has cellulose in it. Phycomycin. They are brown algae. There is presence of chlorophyll C in it. Students, so this is the third most easily available type of algae, which is the brown algae. There is presence of chlorophyll C in it. So other chlorophylls also remains present in it, but chlorophyll C remains present in it as a important feature. Now students, here we can notice the important points about Phycomycin, which is also called as Phaeophyta, brown algae. They are also called as seaweeds. And the reason for the presence of brown appearance of the Phycomycin is a pigment present in it, which is called as fucoxanthin. And the food stored is in the form of laminaria. And besides it, even iodine and algine is produced by the Phycomycin and is utilized in the manufacturing of ice cream. Now students, let's discuss a very important question. What are different types of algae? Answer: the most commonly found algae are chlorophyceae, green algae, rhodophyceae, which we call it as red algae, and phaeophyceae, which we call it as brown algae. Thank you, students.